Hello, in this video presentation we will give a brief demonstration about the programming language which named Go. Go is commonly used as Google's programming language, and this language was invented in 2009. This is the crew that participated in making this video presentation. Let me peep into the basic history of this Go programming language. Go is a compiled, garbage-collected concurrent systems programming language. It was first designed and developed at Google's incorporation, beginning in 2007 by Robert Grimson, Rob Pike, and Ken Thompson. The language was officially announced in 2009 and is now used in Google's production systems. Go's GC compiler targets the Linux, macOS X, FreeBSD, OpenBSD, Plan 9, and Microsoft Windows operating systems, and the i386, AMD 64, and ARM processor architectures. There are some goals of creating this Go programming language. Go aims to provide the efficiency of statically typed compiled language with the ease of programming of a dynamic language. Other goals include safety. There are two kinds of safety: type safe and memory safe. And another goal of Go is intuitive concurrency by providing Go routings and channels to communicate between them. Then efficiency garbage collection with low enough overhead and no significant latency. And the last one is high speed latency. Go is a new, experimental, concurrent, garbage collected systems language. Let me describe you what is meant by concurrent. Go promotes writing systems and servers as sets of lightweight communicating processes called Go routings. Run thousands of routings if you want to say goodbye to such overflows. Language takes care of Go routing management, memory management, Go routing stacks. Multiplexing of Go routings onto thread is done automatically. Garbage collected. Concurrence is hard without garbage collection. Garbage collection is hard without the right language. Go's implementation is efficient and latency free. Then let me introduce you what is meant by systems language. First, in over a decade, in that decade, we have had sprawling libraries and dependency chains, dominance of networking, client-server focus, massive clusters, the rise of multi-core CPUs. C, C++ were not designed in these in mind. Why create Go? Programming had become too difficult and the choice of language was partly to blame. One had to choose either efficient compilation, efficient execution. It's not available in the same mainstream language. Go is an attempt to combine the ease of programming of an interpreted, dynamically typed language with efficiency and safety to compile a large program in a few seconds on a single compute. There are some principles of designing this Go programming language. Let me list down those principles. Go attempts to reduce the amount of typing in both senses of the word. There are no forward declarations and no header files. Everything is declared exactly once. Initialization is expressive, automatic, and easy to use. Syntax is clean and light on keywords. There are some features of Go. Those are feel of a dynamic with the safety of static type system compared to machine language, so it runs fast. Real runtime that supports GC concurrency, lightweight, flexible type systems, and has methods but not a conventional object-oriented language. There are some similarities of Go programming language which compared to other programming languages such as C, C++, and other programming languages. Go is having a similar language structure as of C. Declarations are declared by a keyword such as var, const, type, and funds, and look reverse compared to C. In this slide, we have given an example so that you can understand the similarities of this Go programming language compared to other programming languages. In this slide, we have provided the coding so that you can get idea about how to type hello world in Go programming language. When talking about implementations, Go is a compiled language. At the moment, there are two compilers. GCC Go is a Go compiler that runs the GCC backend. There is also a suite of compilers with different names for each architecture, for the 64-bit, for the 32-bit, and more. These compilers run significantly faster but generate less efficient code than GCC Go. Use of semicolons. In Go programming language, we don't need them. Typically, only seen separating the clauses of for loops and the like. Makes more clean looking semicolon-free code. The one surprise is that it's important to put the opening brace of a construct such as an if statements on the same line as the if. If you don't, there are situations that may not compile or may give the wrong result. Using of if statements. In Go, the simple if looks like this given example in this slide. If except an initialization statement used to set up the local variable. When talking about loops in this Go programming languages, there are some conditions. One structure that enforces for while there is no do while comes in three formats. Those three formats are described in this slide. There are some advantages of Go programming language over the other languages. Go compiles very quickly than the other languages. Go supports concurrency at the language level. Functions are first-class objects in Go programming language. Go has garbage collection. Strings and maps are built into the language. Not only the advantages, there are some disadvantages when using Go programming language. Go is still an experimental language subject to change. I suppose this could be an advantage depending on how you look at it. For most, it's probably a disadvantage. Go is not a very usable on Windows yet. The packages distributed with Go are pretty useful, but there are still some libraries you will miss, most notably a UI toolkit. There is no support for generics in Go, although there are many discussions around it. Other points of note that could be advantages or disadvantages. Those are: Go compiles to machine code. Go is very strongly typed, and Go is not object oriented in the traditional sense. Thank you.